Hello everyone and welcome to my Y&R Insider 24 update channel. Matt's rage reason revealed, Sienna betrays husband. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Matt Clark seemingly tried to have Noah Newman killed. It appears that he lured him to Los Angeles, California, as part of a plot to pay this recast character back for cheating with his wife. Now that viewers are aware that Sienna Bacall and Noah have been romantically involved, viewers view her veiled responses in a different daytime light. The realization of this shady relationship by Nick Newman multiplies the drama of the upcoming storyline. Matt's involvement with Noah now makes sense. It now seems possible that Matt wasn't targeting Noah as a way to get back at Sharon Newman and Nick. Instead, Matt was responding in a jealous rage. What took place that clear and dark night? There was no cliched storm on the night Noah left the shadow room and headed for Sienna and Matt's home. The night was clear in California, and the roads were dry. So, an act of God didn't cause Noah to swerve off the road. A rainstorm didn't create less traction on the highway. Rather, someone was tailing him, likely on Matt's order. The increasing amount of verbal pressure that the recast character Hoeth is now applying to his wife implies suspicion. Matt could also have sent one of the armed criminals that viewers saw at the club to disarm Noah and confirm the affair between Sienna and Noah. Is Detective Burrow a law enforcement officer or a felon? Detective Burrow is strange. He doesn't dress like a typical police officer, just from the picture. Instead, Cohen's character appears to have been dressed by Hollywood's costume department for a murder mystery film. It is impossible to determine whether Burrow, whose first name is unknown, actually works for the police department. He appears to be employed by Matt and may be acting in that capacity in an effort to obtain as much information from Nick, Sharon, and Sienna as possible. However, he could be an officer who's gone sour. That means he's a public employee whose pockets are being filled by Matt. But Noah's car may have contained this possible thief on the loose. Matt Clark is a villain and was wronged. It is an interesting twist to have Matt, under the guise of Mitch Bacall, be the injured party. Naturally, a cheater's romantic interest cannot be permanently silenced by a betrayed spouse. In addition, Matt would have known who Noah was from the first moment he met him. Matt's history with Sharon and Nick, along with his assumed death, means he's no true victim and remains a dastardly villain. Hoeth is a great actor in this genre. So, it will be interesting to see if Y&R finds a way to keep Matt on the show indefinitely. Hopefully, that proves true as he deepens an already strong cast, as do Braun and Cohen. Everything related to The Young and the Restless can be found on this website, which is a leading resource. News and spoilers for Y&R will be posted here frequently. Victor goes nuclear, Kane faces the fallout. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, used the deal he made with Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. However, technically speaking, he has not broken any promises. It's hard to deal with Victor, as Kane Ashby wanted to. Sometimes, based on the soapy circumstances, it's not even possible. As Phyllis just learned, her transfer of the artificial intelligence program she stole from Kane to Victor has gone awry. She still stands to receive what the mustache promised, as her half of the deal. Victor, on the other hand, almost always wins any transactional exchange with you. Adam Newman's delay pushed Doomsday to the fall. Kane was serious. He got to the ranch house that had been moved quickly and quickly sat down at Victor's request. Adam Newman used Newman Media to deliver the smackdown his father ordered, though it was purposely slowed. As viewers recall, Victor wanted Adam to digitally publish the hit piece on Kane last summer, but Chelsea Lawson's influence blocked that from happening. So, it was interesting to watch Adam's reaction when Kane arrived with an invisible hat in his hand. While Victor was aware that he commanded the chessboard regardless of what was said, he was open to hearing what his most recent rival had to say. Kane Ashby's $1 billion offer was too little, too late. Because of the extensive amount of dialogue that has been presented about Aristotle Dumas this year on Y&R, viewers were aware that Kane was a billionaire. As it turned out, Colin Atkinson received the riches of a woman he was connected to in France. Kane's late father became involved with an older woman who owned a chateau in the southern part of France and had a lot of money in the kind way described above. The inheritance Colin gained, under an assumed name, was then gifted to Kane, who turned that French bread into arabesque. Due to the fact that it has nothing to do with the location in which Colin received his bounty, Kane has not provided any specific details regarding the reason he gave his conglomerate that particular name. Regardless, Kane was able to offer Victor a $1 billion payout thanks to the money he got, which Victor declined. This gave him a total net worth that could be counted at least 10 places to the left of a decimal point. Victor Newman was eliminated by 2 steps. People are upset with Phyllis and have every right to be. When she agreed to work for him, she used her most recent Phoenix strategy, and when he decided not to use her hostile takeover of the legacy businesses in Genoa City, Wisconsin, she retaliated. It makes sense to attribute Victor's actions to just being Victor. But he's been open about wanting to crush Jack Abbott for decades, and Phyllis gave him the tool to do it. However, any honest analysis of this storyline must begin with Kane knowingly allowing the creation of a dangerous computer program that, in the wrong hands, could be used for ill intent. He hired Phyllis and provided her with access that proved too close to the vest. She did not give the AI program to Victor. She gave it to him. But it only existed because of Kane's approval. Checkmate. This site is a leading source for everything linked to the young and the restless. News and spoilers for Y&R will be posted here frequently. Victor wants Kane's blood. Holden lied to Claire about what he and Audra really did in LA. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, November 10th, Victor Newman begins destroying Kane Ashby's, Billy Flynn, global empire while Holden Novak and Audra Charles discuss their shady past. Let's dive into all of the exciting action that takes place in GC at the start of a November sweeps week. Audra is enraged by Holden. Audra could wring Holden's neck after he told Claire Newman, Haley Erin, about their rip-off con in LA. Audra stole a $500,000 cashies check in the past, and she paid Holden a cut. Audra accuses Holden of trying to hurt her, but he says that his blabbing helped them both. He has accomplished 2 things. First, he has persuaded Claire to stop pestering him about the information, and second, he has ended the conversation, preventing Claire from conducting her own investigation. Holden also claims that he didn't tell Claire everything, so there's that. Yep, Claire is right, Holden is a player. Matt versus Sharon, Noah stuck, and Sally was betrayed. The Young and the Restless spoilers are in for the week of November 10th, 2025. Fans can expect Noah Newman to be backed into a corner. Matt Clark aka Mitch Backall and Sharon Newman exchange threats. Plus, Billy Abbott breaks a promise to Sally Spectra. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Sharon Newman versus Matt Clark. Let's start off with Sharon, who decides to take matters into her own hands. By Wednesday, expect Sharon to confront Matt Mitch. Matt Mitch will respond with some of his own, while the blonde will issue warnings and threats. It sounds like when no one is watching, Matt Mitch's mask will fall off. Sharon is clearly in very dangerous territory. However, what complicates matters is that Matt Mitch orders Detective Burrows to get rid of the guards at Noah's room. It sounds like Matt and Mitchell might try to kill Noah. Noah Newman stuck. Nick Newman notices something shocking while Sharon and Matt Mitch are engaged in a perilous game. While approaching Noah's hospital room, Nick sees through the window in the door. Noah and Sienna Backall are sharing a passionate kiss. That might explain why Matt Mitch went after Noah. Is it possible that the villain was aware beforehand that Noah was Schick's child? Nick tells Sienna some information after seeing the kiss. Nick will tell her all about Matt's sordid and twisted past. It seems that Matt Mitch told Sienna a cover story, but it was probably very far from the disturbing truth. After that, Noah is backed into a corner by the Friday episode. Holden Novak vs. Audra Charles. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of November 10th reveal that Audra Charles threatens Holden Novak, Nathan Owens. However, Holden reminds the brunette why he had to give a cover story to Claire Grace Newman, Haley Erin. The 10th of November 2025 week fans will also see Victor Newman blindside Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. The patriarch makes a business confession to Nikki Newman the following day. As for Victoria Newman, she gets closer to Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic. Kane Ashby is forced to defend himself. Later, Lily Winters busts Kane and Phyllis in a compromising position. A promise Billy made to Sally is broken. Billy is attacked by Victor and Adam Newman in the meantime. Also, Danny Romalotti and Christine Cricket Blair finalize their wedding plans. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of November 10th, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. To find out what happens next, remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount+.